Hello everyone. Today I'm going to start a new chapter, permutations and combinations. The To understand the concepts of the permutations and combinations, let me start the concepts with one example. One example I will give. Suppose I have a suitcase. I have a suitcase. A suitcase I have a suitcase with the password of 4-digit password. It has 4-digit password. 4-digit password. And if I have a facility to enter the password from the numbers 0 to 9, that is totally 10 numbers, and I remember only the first digit of the password. Right, I have a 10 numbers, total 10 numbers as the password to be filled with these 10 numbers, and in a case I remember only the first number of the password. I forget the remaining numbers which are there as an entry to the password. Then suddenly I will start thinking about what possible number of the entries, what possible number of the entries I can start filling in the second unit, in the third unit, and in the fourth unit. Suppose I have already used the one number out of these 10 numbers. It means what is the possibility? What is the possibility of the entry of this second place? That there are 8 numbers left. That is 9 numbers left. There are totally 9 numbers left out of the 10, because one of the number is already entered as a first number or as a first password. Then out of the 9, what possible combination I can substitute for this place? I can substitute for this place, and similarly the last place, without the repetition. Without the repetition. Right? So I have a 9 numbers. Out of the 9 numbers, if one number is entered here, no doubt there are 2-digit number constructed. It means that there are 2-digit number is ready, and out of the 9, one digit is already used here. It means again the number of digits left is 8. And if I again use the one of the number from these 8 numbers without repetition, the third, in place of the third unit, the total number of the entries left is 7, and so on. And in a case, see, if I start imagining the 3-digit number, this is a 3-digit number, this is a 3-digit number, and if I start imagining that what possible 3-digit number I can enter in this 3 places using the out of 9 numbers, the 3-digit number possibility is somehow hectic, somehow tedious, it's difficult. Then we need a technique. We need a technique to find what is the possible arrangements. What is the possible arrangements that the 3-digit number after the first digit entry is possible out of the 10 numbers. Out of the 10 numbers. So to understand this concept, we need more examples to understand, and we need more standard formulas we need to understand. Okay, so you look at this concept. I remember the first number of the password, but I forget the remaining 3 numbers. And in that case, in general, everyone will start thinking about what possible 3-digit number, what possible 3-digit number can be entered in these 3 places, such that it should not repeat, it should not repeat in each places. So out of the 10 numbers, one number has been used, so I have remaining 9 numbers. Out of the 9 numbers, I have to choose one of the number without repetition, because already one number has been entered here. So out of the 9 number, if I use 1 here, then it's very difficult to understand the entry of 3-digit number into this password. Right? So to understand this concept, we need more information about how the possible arrangements can be done in some standard way, such that such type of the problems with any digit or with any entry can be understood very easily. Right? So to understand this concept, I first want to tell you the principle of counting. The principle of counting. We first learn the principle of counting. In through this, we can understand how the such type of the problems can be calculated or the solution can be found. Now, this type of the concepts we will study in the permutations and combinations. Permutations and combinations. In using the different examples and using the principle of counting, we will try to understand the concepts of permutations and combinations. Okay, so let's continue the concept using the fundamental principle of counting, right? The fundamental principle of counting. So let us consider an example. Let us consider an example where Mohan has three pants and two shirts. Mohan has the three pants and two shirts. Right? Now, the challenge is, the concept is, if he use one pant to make a pair of dresses, if I pick the one pant, if a Mohan wear the one pant, then what is the possible number of the combination that the shirt can be make pair with the pant? That is the concept. Okay. So here the Mohan has a three pants and two shirts. Mohan has a three pants and two shirts. Then what different type of the pairs? What different type of the pairs that is possible using the three pants and the two shirts can be calculated. Right? For example, suppose Mohan has a three pants. Mohan has pant 1, Mohan has pant 2, and Mohan has pant 3. He has three pants. On each of the pant, he can wear maximum two shirts. That is, on each of the pant, he can wear maximum, that is, two shirts. That is, on the pant 1, he can use the shirt 1 and he can use the shirt 2. It means we can make a combination of P1S1, P1S1, that is the first pant with the first shirt S1, and we can make a pair of P1S2, P1S2. Let's consider the pant 2. The pant 2, again it can be combined with, again it can be taken pair with two shirts. One is S1, one is S2. That is P2S1 and P2S2. Now again, come back to the pant 3. Come back to the pant 3. The pant 3 can be taken again pair with the maximum two shirts S1 and S2. That is P3S1 and P3S2. See, for every pair of the pant, see, for every pair, the pant P1 is taken a pair with S1, that is shirt S1, and pant P1 can be taken a pair with S2, that is P1 S1 is one of the possible pairs that he can dress up with, and P1 S2 is one of the possible pair he can dress up with. Or either he can use the second pant. He can use the second pant, that the second pant is taken pair with S1, that is first shirt P2 S1, or second pant can be taken pair with the S2 P2 S2. Similarly, the pant 3 can also taken pair with S1, that is P3 S1, and pant 3 can also taken pair with S2 P3 S2. So these are the maximum arrangements of the pants and shirt, maximum pairs of the pants and shirts that he can use to make a pair. That is, there are totally 3 pants are available. Out of the 3 pants, he has to pick one pant such that the possibly 6 pairs, 6 number of pairs, 6 pairs, the Mohan can make an arrangement of the 6 pairs out of the 3 pants and 2 shirts. You count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 number of the pairs P1S1, P1S2, P2S1, P2S2, and lastly P3S1, P3S2. 6 maximum number of the pairs, which include the 3 pants and 2 shirts, is possible. Therefore, in this problem, if 3 is the number of pants that the Mohan has and 2 is the number of shirts that the Mohan has, then definitely he can make a 3 into 2, 6 pair of the combinations. He can make 6 pair of the combinations for his dress up, right? Okay. In the last example, out of the three pants and out of the two shirts, there are six possible combinations we have learned. That is totally, there are three pants and there are two shirts. Out of the three pants and two shirts, only one pant and one shirt can be chosen to make a pair of dress. Therefore, the result at the end was total three number of the, that is total number of the pants are three and total number of the shirts are two. Therefore, 3 into 2 is 6. 3 into 2 is 6. And pictorially also we have studied that how the combination, how the possible pairs can be constructed using the three pants and the two shirts. In this case, let us consider one more example. Consider another example, the same type, similar type of the example, where Ravi has a two school bags. Ravi has a two school bags and three tiffin boxes and two water bottles. Right? Ravi has two school bags, three tiffin boxes and two water bottles. If Ravi has chosen one school bag, one bag, Ravi has chosen one bag out of the three tiffin boxes, he has to choose one tiffin box. Out of the three tiffin boxes, he has to choose the one tiffin box, for corresponding which he has to pick again one water bottle. That is, in this case, we will try to understand what possible combination that the, in second example, the Ravi can take the school bags along with a tiffin box along with one water bottle. What is the possible combination? Can we say directly? No, it's difficult. Therefore, to estimate this, let me draw a picture which elaborates how the total number of the school bags can be taken arrangement or taken pair with the three tiffin boxes, further which has been paired with two water bottles, right? So there are two school bags. So let's suppose that B1 and B2 are the bags, and T1, T2, T3 are tiffin boxes, and W1, W2 are water bottles. Water bottles. See, to understand this concept, let me draw one of the picture which tells clearly what possible combination that the Ravi has. Ravi has to pick one bag out of the three tiffin boxes. He has to pick the one tiffin box, and further which he has to, with the same combination of the same pair, he has to pick one of the water bottle. Okay. So Ravi has totally two bags. He has two bags, B1 and B2. He has totally the two bags B1 and B2. He has totally the two bags B1 and B2. And out of the two bags, he has three tiffin boxes. That is tiffin box 1, tiffin box 2, and tiffin box 3. He has a totally three tiffin boxes. That is T1 tiffin box, T2 tiffin box, and T3 tiffin box. See, if the bag 1 is taken pair with the first bottle T1, then further we will think there are two more water bottles are there. After making a pair of B1 with T1, first bag with the first tiffin box, we will try to think over these two bottles. The B1 T1 has to again picked with the two combinations. That is two combination. Out of the two bottles, he has to select the okay, he has to select for bottle 1, that is for the bag 1, he has three more bottles. That is, after selecting a first bag with one tiffin box, he has a choice of two water bottles. That is, with each bag he can arrange the three water bottles. Similarly, he can arrange the three water bottles. See, for with the bag 1 he can arrange the three water bottles. With the bag 1 he can use he can make a pair of 3 water bottles, and similarly the bag 2 also he can he can use the 3 water bottles. Let's consider in case of the bag 1. If the bag 1 is taken pair with the first tiffin box and second tiffin box and third tiffin box, what is the possible combination of the water bottles? Suppose that water bottle 1, water bottle 2, water bottle 1, water bottle 2, and water bottle 1 and water bottle 2 are available. That is with the first bag, the with the first bag and with the first tiffin box, the first bag, first tiffin box, the first water bottle can be arranged. See, it's a complete set of the Mohan. It's a complete set of the Ravi. That first tiffin box, first bag, and the first water bottle can be arranged in a possible combination. Look at this one: first bag with the first tiffin box and the second water bottle. First bag with the first tiffin box with the second water bottle. Similarly, here also B1 bottle 1 and the tiffin box 2 and water bottle 1, and the bag 1, the tiffin box, the water tiffin box 2 and the water bottle 2. That is B1, B2, T, B1, B1, T2, W1, and similarly B1, T2, W2. That is, with the bag 1, he can use the second tiffin box along with a choice of one water bottle. That is B1, T2, W1, B1, T2, W1. Similarly, B1, T2, W2, B1, T2, W2. Come back to the third tiffin box. That is, along with the first box and first bag and the third tiffin box, there are 2 water bottles available, out of which he has to pick one of the water bottle along with these 2 combination. Right? Therefore, B1, T3, W1, first bag, third tiffin box, and the first water bottle is the best combination of the bottle, bag, tiffin box, and the water bottle. Similarly, B1, T3, and W2, the first bag and third bottle, third tiffin box, and the second water bottle is the best combination. Look at this example. This is only about the bag 1. But totally, Ravi has 2 school bags. Now let us count the total number of the pairs here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It means for the bag 1, he can use the 6 number of the pairs. 6 total arrangements of the bag, tiffin box, and the water bottle are possible. And out of that, he has 2 bags. He has already 2 bags. It means 6 into 2. 6 into 2, 12. There are totally 12 possible combinations of the school bags, tiffin boxes, and water bottles without repetition. That's the most important. Without repetition, what we are doing is, you can observe here, B1, T1, W1, B1, T1, W2, B1, T2, W1, B1, T2, W2. Similarly, B1, T3, W1, B1, T3, W2. There are no repetition is found here with these combinations. Still, there are no repetitions. Out of all these, there are no repetitions is found. It means out of the one, that is 2 bags, we have picked the only example of 1 bag for which the bag 1 taken pair with the first tiffin box and taken pair with the 2 out of the 2 water bottles, taken first pair with the first water bottle B1, T1, W1, and till here total 6 arrangements can be done. Similarly, the Mohan has 2 bags, therefore 6 into 2, 12. Totally we can arrange the 12 set of the tiffin box, bags, and the water bottles. That is, with these 2 school bags and 3 tiffin boxes and 2 water bottles, the Mohan can completely arrange 12 sets. He can arrange the 12 pairs, or you can say 12 arrangements can be done without the repetition, any repetition. The Ravi can arrange the total 12 pairs of the combination of the water bottles, school bags, and the tiffin boxes. Okay. Okay. So the above type of the problems, they can be solved using one of the principle I told in the beginning. Here I wrote also. So known as the fundamental principle of counting, or sometimes I can say multiplication principle. The such type of the problems can be studied or can be solved using the fundamental principle of counting or multiplication principle. And the statement for the fundamental principle of counting is, if an event occur, I told you event means combination of pants with shirts, a pair of water bottles, tiffin boxes, and the school bags, such type of the examples. If an event occur in m different ways, in m different ways, and m different ways, following which another event can occur in n different ways, following which and another event can occur in n different ways, then the total number of the occurrence of the event in the given order is m into n, is m into n. See, I explain this one. An event occur, I told you about the first example where total 3 pants and 2 shirts. The combination of one pant is possibly make a pair with 2 shirts. That is an event. That is what possible combination can be calculated is an event. So here, if the one event occurs in m different ways, and another event following which, what do you mean by following which? Following which indicates that, look at the second example. Out of the school bags, he has a tiffin boxes. Okay, he has a three tiffin boxes. So out of the 2 school bags, if one bag is chosen, then out of the 3 bottles, out of the 3 tiffin boxes, he has to pick the one tiffin box. So that is the first event. Now, what is the combination? First bag with the first tiffin box, that is B1 T1 is the event. Now, following which another event can occur, it means next thing is the what do you call, the after the bag, tiffin boxes and water bottles. The next one is water bottle. Bag and tiffin box taken combination with water bottle. There are 2 water bottles. It means the one water bottle has to be chosen. That is the second event. So I repeat here, if an event occur in m different ways, and following which and another event can occur in n different ways, then the total number of the occurrence of the event in the given order is m into n. Is m into n. That is, if the n different ways are in the first order and m is second order, then the product is n into m. Because here m different events are possibly occurring in the first step, therefore m. Then second way is n, therefore m into n. So this is called the fundamental principle of counting. This is called the fundamental principle of counting, that there are totally m number of the ways that the first event can possible, the total n number of different ways that the second event can possible. The second event is always with respect to the first event. Therefore, following which, the after the first event, the following which another event is possible in n different way, total number of the occurrence of the event in the given order is m into n. So this is called the fundamental principle of counting, or I can say multiplication principle. And genuinely the above principle, the fundamental principle of counting, or the principle of the multiplication principle can be generalized for any finite number of the events. That is, for example, if there are totally m number of events occur in first step, following which n number of events occur in second step, following which k number of events occur in third, it means m into n into k is the total number of the occurrence, that is possibly in the given order m, n and k. Therefore, the above principle, the principle of counting or the fundamental principle of counting, can be applicable, can be generalized for any finite number of events. If m is the first event, m events, this is n events, this is k events, it means in the given order m, n and k, totally m into n into k, totally m into n into k occurrence is possible. We can possibly combine, we can possibly make a pair, or we can possibly occur the event in m into n into k times. Okay, thank you.